That's right. There is so much good news, so much winning out of the Trump White House right now that the mainstream legacy media can't keep up with it.
Just when you thought it couldn't get crazier, it explodes. Karoline Leavitt has filed another lawsuit against The View, and ABC is in full-blown panic. Whoopi's sweating, Joy Behar's fuming, and Sunny hosting. For once, she's silent. This isn't just another media spat. It's lawsuit number 2, and it's rocking the network to its core. Behind the scenes, chaos, emergency meetings, pulled sponsors, execs calling it a reputational disaster. But what exactly did Karoline launch this time? And why is ABC so shaken? Before we dive in, hit like to expose the media circus, subscribe for truth they won't tell you, and share this with someone still watching The View. Got it? Good. Let's get into it. 72 hours ago, The View aired a new episode. After getting hit with an $800 million lawsuit, you'd expect the hosts to lay low. Nope. They doubled down. Joy mocked Karoline again. Sunny called the lawsuit GOP theater. Then Whoopi, at the center of it all, smirked and dropped this bomb. She's lucky we even let her on the show. Applause followed, but so did lawsuit number 2. Karoline's legal team pounced. Every second of that clip was dissected. What the producers saw as a viral moment, the lawyers saw as evidence. More proof that even under legal fire, the hosts chose to mock and escalate. Hours later, a second federal lawsuit dropped. This one, sharper and nastier. The core accusation: retaliatory defamation. They didn't just repeat the offense, they did it on purpose, on air, and without shame. The new complaint hits hard. Malicious conduct, public retaliation. Career damage, reputational sabotage, and legal. Experts aren't holding back. One media scholar said The View's defense is so thin they'd be smart to just wire the settlement now. Inside ABC, it's a meltdown. PR in crisis, advertisers pulling out, executives furious. The first lawsuit was just the warning shot. This is the real storm.
Joy Behar calls her a 10. I mean, how dare she objectify a woman with a this rating system, but it's such a typical thing from a 1.5.
Well said.
The halls of ABC aren't just buzzing, they're burning. Insiders say The View's studio has turned into a war zone. But it's not Karoline Leavitt causing chaos, it's the very hosts who mocked her, now watching their empire crack from within. Just 48 hours after Karoline's second lawsuit, everything, backstage, fell apart. This wasn't nerves, it was full-blown panic. Producers are furious, not at Karoline, but at the hosts. One even slammed a folder and shouted, "This is what happens when no one listens." And then, the leaked memo hit. We asked the panel to avoid inflammatory comments. They didn't listen. ABC saw it coming, gave warnings, and still, Joy joked, Sunny brushed it off, and Whoopi smirked her way into legal hell. Now, ABC is scrambling. Sponsors are walking. Legal is on high alert. Budgets are frozen, and promos cancelled. Morale is dead. Staffers whisper about layoffs. Security's doubled. Protest emails and angry callers are flooding in. Even loyal fans are turning. One viral post said, "This used to be about truth. Now it's about tearing people down." Meanwhile, Karoline stays silent. No press, no tweets. Just quiet fire. And that silence is louder than anything on air. She's letting the chaos speak for itself. But this isn't just celebrity drama. It's 2 federal lawsuits, weeks apart, aimed at the same show. And now, even CNN, MSNBC, and the New York Times can't ignore it. Because this case is about more than The View. It's about the fine line between opinion and defamation, and the massive platforms that cross it. If Karoline wins, the rules change. For everyone with a mic, podcasters, YouTubers, influencers, no one's safe. And online, hashtags like Karoline Strikes Back and the Sue The View are everywhere. TikTokers are breaking it down. YouTubers are going frame by frame. Even liberal voices are cracking. One MSNBC analyst tweeted, "Karoline's calling. Out a media problem we've ignored." And it blew up. Because now, media can't hide behind applause anymore. Karoline didn't just sue, she cracked the media bubble. And now, the spotlight's on the hosts, not their guests. This is no longer just about her, it's about truth, influence, and accountability.
So it is the belief of this White House and the White House counsel's office that the president was within his executive authority to do that. He is the executive of the executive branch, and therefore he has the power to fire anyone within the executive branch that he wishes to. There's also a case that went before the Supreme Court in 2020, Scala Law LLC versus the Customs, Bureau Protection. I would advise you to look at that case, and that's the legality that this White House is resting on.
ABC is now facing a nightmare they never saw coming. Cancel The View, or let it drag the whole network down. Inside HQ, panic has turned to paralysis. Leaks say execs are locked in non-stop emergency meetings, trapped between three brutal options. First, suspend Whoopi, Joy, and Sunny. It's a weak PR move, and critics are already slamming it. Second, settle both lawsuits. Big money, public apologies, live retractions. Embarrassing, expensive, and risky. Third, cancel The View entirely. The nuclear option, now seriously on the table. Why the panic? Ad deals are collapsing. One insider says a 7-figure contract vanished the day the second lawsuit dropped. Another sponsor said flatly, "We won't associate with shows under defamation litigation. Audience trust is gone. Fans are turning." Legal experts warn, act now or face years in court. ABC thought talk shows were untouchable, but Karoline Leavitt proved them wrong. Twice. So here's the question. Did she just change the rules of media accountability? Should ABC pull the plug before this show sinks everything? Drop your take below, because this story is bigger than Karoline. It's about fighting back against a media machine that's finally breaking under pressure.
While I vow to provide the truth from this podium, we ask that all of you in this room hold yourselves to that same standard. We know for a fact there have been lies that have been pushed by many legacy media outlets in this country about this president, about his family, and we will not accept that. We will call you out when we feel that your reporting is wrong or there is misinformation about this White House.
And what did The View do? They laughed, mocked, and rolled their eyes. Now? Panic. They're scrambling to patch things up with weak apologies and frantic PR spins, hoping it blows over. But Karoline, she's not flinching. No interviews, no press tours, no pity. She's letting the facts speak, and those facts are loud. Before you scroll, think about this. One young conservative, no corporate shield, takes down $1 billion media empire twice. What does that say about the strength of the media's glass castle? And where does the real power lie now? This moment matters, not just for Karoline, not just for Whoopi, but for everyone watching. Is this the start of a media reset? A chapter where truth fights back? If you're done with hypocrisy, elitist media, and bullying, smash that like button. Subscribe to stay ahead of the narratives they're trying to bury. Share this with someone who still thinks The View is just daytime noise. It's not. It's a legal bombshell wrapped in studio lighting. And don't look away. This isn't about one lawsuit. It's a fight for narrative control. And Karoline? She's rewriting the script. Stay locked in. The next bombshell is coming. And if The View thinks it's over, they're in for a brutal wake-up.